Welcome to section 3 about building the finest backend server with Nest.js. In this section, we will start building our REST API for our financial dashboard app. We will set the different endpoints and contact the IEX Finance API in order to retrieve data. By the end of this section, we will have the server ready to send back financial data. So now let's start by setting up our project. Into Visual Studio Code, let's generate a new Nest.js project. In order to do this, run the following command. This command will generate a new project named finest-server. We will need to import different packages for our needs. First, let's import the helmet package for security-related HTTP headers. For this, run the following command. Then, we will install the related packages in order to do auto-validation with the validation pipe integrated inside Nest.js. For this, run the following command. So we will install the class validator and class transformer packages in order to handle validation at the global level. Once these packages have been installed, go to your main.ts file. Inside this file, import your validation pipe from the Nest.js common package, then import helmet. Inside the bootstrap method, activate the CORS, that is the cross-origin resource sharing, by passing a second argument to the create method. This second argument will be an object with the CORS property set to true. Then use the use method in order to use the helmet middleware. Then use global pipes method to activate global validation with the integrated validation pipe from Nest.js. Finally, set the port number as an environment variable by entering process.env.port as the argument of the listen method. We do this in order to have a dynamic port variable that we can set outside of our source code. Then, to make sure that everything has been set up properly, run your server. One thing to note is that in order to have a value passed as an environment property, we will need to set the environment property. For this, run the following command. As you can see, we run our Nest.js server in development mode, but before this, we set our environment variable. Then run the command. We can see that our application has successfully started. In order to test it, let's make a request with the httpy command line tool. Enter the following command. Then, we enter the port on which our server is running. So basically, the 0.0.0.0 address corresponds to localhost. You could also have entered 127.0.0.1. It is the same thing, which is localhost. And now you can see that we receive a 200 response, which means that everything seems okay, and our hello world message. So our server has been correctly set up.